my name is Gleb. So my challenge was to take all of these images from this document and put them to some API to kind of refresh their links. So I did it, and this service I used called ImgBB, and let me show you an example how I accomplished that. I used Node.js for that. So let's create a main.js file first. Main.js file. Okay. So I'm gonna to upload images from images array. So let me write a function called upload images. Will be asynchronous function. Will accept images, right? So let's have a for loop here. So we are gonna to pick index and image from images, right? And we are gonna to pick a response from function which we will create a little bit later. Upload image. So this function will upload a single image. We are gonna to also type in a function append to file, right? So we are gonna to append the results. Okay. Also, I would like to write an upload image function. We do so. This is the most interesting part, I guess. Upload image. It's also a synchronous function, so it accepts image, right? So let's create a form. Data. Okay, then we need to append image to this form data. So it's one of the acceptable parameter for the ImgBB API. And then we are gonna to get our response. So we are gonna to use fetch method. Okay, so I need an URL here. So I'm gonna to type in ImgBB URL. And also I need an API key. So I need to have a file, we call it API key.js. So it would store a default API key, and also it has a set function which will replace this default API key with a new API key. Okay. Also I would create a helpers file, helpers.js file, where I would put in all the helpers functions. So there is no too much changes. It contains file path, where we are gonna to write our files. It has prompt to new API key. Let's jump to this function later. Append file and clear file are very easy. Just write to the file and clear file. This function is important, and we are gonna to dive into it a little bit later. So yeah, what we have here, we have an upload image. So we concatenate ImgBB URL and provide as a parameter API key, and we access here value of this key, right? Also we need to provide data to this method. Let me do so. We need to type in method, it will be post one, Okay, we need to provide a body to the form. Right, also I'm gonna do then return, wait, let me just return a response for now. Okay, response JSON, of course. So wanted me to append this thing. Also, we missed an important part here. We need to install dependencies here, and let me run it. Okay, to run it, I have an upload image, I send a request, I have API key. So the only thing I need to is to call my upload images function, right? But also I need to provide an images array. Let me do so. I have an array of images, right? So as you see, it's almost 10k images here. I'm gonna import it, and I'm gonna import this function as well. And what's wrong here? Oh, guess it is an issue. I misspelled. Probably it's not the one issue. Let me see. What can be wrong? We have an images, right? Have an images. So we simply take an images, provide them here, and I pick image. Got it. I forgot entries. Yep. So using this syntax, so we can use this syntax in case our array in proper format, and entries method is a good pick for that. So this is probably an issue. Yep, we are getting successful requests. Let me remove this response thing from the code. Okay, right. So we can check that our previous link is replaced with a new one, which is created and served by ImgBB. Okay, so let's wait a couple of minutes to see whether all my 9120 files will be uploaded to the remote server.
A few moments later. 2,000 years later. Eternity later.
Hey! We finally got an error. As you see, we started getting 400 response for our files. So around 1000 files were successfully uploaded, and then we started to get 400 error. It still says that output is saved to file, but the image is wrong. As you see, when we get in the 200 response, our previous image transferred to the new one, to ImgBB one. But then once we hit this error thing, we have the same image URL. So let me write a mechanism which will help us to deal with this issue, and let me stop it as it is wrong. Okay, so here I'm gonna to change our mechanism from, and we'll add this simple thing. It was an important one function from helpers file, and it's called prompt new API key. And what it does, when we get 400 response, I expect that this thing is happening because our API key is expired. So I simply here create an interface using readline. So simply prompt like a programmer, or let's say myself, to enter a new API key. And I can here, when I'm getting this error, I will be prompted and I will simply copy this new API key and paste this in to console. And this way I will upload all the files. So let me run it again. Oh, as you see, it asks us to enter a new API key. I copy that, go here. Yep, it's saved. So as you see, it works like from the beginning. We had this error because of the wrong API key, and now our file is cleared and we will receive a new fancy ImgBB links. And the next time we will get the same error because of API key, we will simply go back to the ImgBB, add an API key, and paste this in to our console. So this way I have uploaded all the 9,000 of images successfully. Thank you for watching. Yep, this way it happened.